Hey everyone, Johnny here from OneGauge Digital Gauges. Today I'm taking you behind the scenes, roughly an hour of assembly and programming compressed into just a few minutes. You'll see every step that turns a box of sensors, boards, modules, and wiring into a fully custom digital dash. This one here in particular is going into a mid-size motorhome. So buckle up and let's build a OneGauge together. Right now we're starting off with finishing up the circuit board. I did a lot of this off camera, I usually do it in bulk, but for this video I decided to do the last little bit. And what this is, the very end, is the screw terminals that go on both sides of the OneGauge hub. These screw terminals are your inputs and your outputs, so it's where you'll connect your main power wiring, your sensors, your indicators, and all that sort of thing. The next step that happens to each OneGauge is the Bluetooth module. These modules don't come on the circuit board, I add them one at a time. And so we put the module on the circuit board, program them, give them the name, which is where they're named OneGauge, set the password. A lot of times when I am letting code update, I'll do something else that the order requires. So in this one, I was swapping out the crystal on the CAN bus module for a more appropriate crystal for what we do. After that, I installed the micro SD card, which has the screen file to the screen, and let that go. And while that's uploading to the screen, I will go through the Bluetooth setup on my Android phone over here. And then with the LCD screen, if that customer has it, and the Android device open at the same time, I'll just go through and test all the functionality on the OneGauge. Not only will I test the sensors, modules, and functionality that customer ordered, I'll test everything else, all the other terminals and all the other options and settings, just to make sure that if the customer ever decides to add something later on, it's working on that system and I didn't send them something that works with what they originally ordered, but when they add something later on, that doesn't work. I want to make sure that every single thing on the OneGauge is working, even if it's not being used for that customer. Moving on, this customer has our wireless tire pressure monitoring system. This being a midsize RV, there's actually 6 tires. We have 2 options, the internal kind of OEM style valve stem replacement sensors, or what this customer has, which are simple screw-on valve stem caps. Both the internal and the external sensors will give you the same 2 readouts. They will give you the pressure for that tire as well as the temperature of the air inside of that tire. They'll both give you the same readouts, or also the same price. It's just a matter of preference on what you prefer based on your specific use case. Not only does this customer have the TPMS kit from us, he is using our CAN bus module to connect to his motor coach's J1939 system, which means he doesn't need any of our OneGauge standalone sensors. We're able to read a ton of data, everything that this customer is wanting and more, from a simple 2-wire connection to the OneGauge, just his CAN high and his CAN low wires from his wiring harness. He actually has his own J1939 plug that he wants to use, which just wires straight into the OneGauge. Other than that, he has our premium GPS, which is going to give him speed, odometer, clock, compass, and altitude. And that's it. And now this customer is receiving a OneGauge digital dash designed specifically for what he needs, designed, built, programmed, and tested right here in Arkansas. Thanks for watching, guys.